Good afternoon, everyone. This is PreMarket Prep at the close. I'm Spencer Israel. That's Joel Elconin. Joel, the final day before the election, and you would think, based on what has happened, based on what the way the market has shaken out today, you would think that the market is just assuming that Biden has this thing in the bag.
You can never assume, right?
That's
But
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can
yeah,
assume, but I mean, you look at what's green, what's red today. Everything is green except for big tech. And you look at what's hot. Pot is hot. Solar is hot. All these like quote unquote Biden stocks, Democrat stocks are hot today. Big tech is not. It goes with that theme. I don't know how tomorrow will shake out at all.
nope, nope.
I'm not convinced one way or the other, but the market seems pretty convinced, at least today, that they do know.
Yeah, they are. Let's just do a quick rundown of the market, what we're looking at as we're talking right now. I'll bring up the charts here on this historic Monday, November 2nd, 2020. You can remember where you were the day before the election at 3:42 p.m. We went up and we kissed that pre-market high. Love keeping an eye on those pre-market levels. Pre-market high 33.2250. It looked like we were going through that this morning. Got a few ticks above it, 33.2350. Reverse course. We had a big old decline. Couldn't get to the close though, which was a little disappointing for me. 64.75 was your close on Friday. Your low 72 even. The overnight low down at 43 and a quarter. When we were prepping for the broadcast here, we were traded back at 33.02. And I was going to say, hey, we've gone nowhere. We've done nothing, but we've had a little bit of a 10-point decline since then.
Yep.
Big turnaround in the crude oil market here, folks. Traded in the 33 handle, 33.64. We just hit 37.09. So I don't know who said what, where, or when, but that was a big turnaround in oil after just losing $9 in a little over a couple weeks. Gold still hugging 1900, up 1530 at 1895.20. Silver up nearly 50 cents. It's 49.4 cents at 24.14. Bitcoin recovers. Oh, making another high at 14,000, folks. Have we got a level of levels in the Bitcoin contract? Look at all those highs at 14. Bitcoin bulls, if you're waiting for another breakout, keep an eye on that 14,000. You know how they like to sneak it in. I bet you could have some wild Bitcoin trading too
Yeah.
on Tuesday. But S&P is continuing to sink here into the close. Currently up 23 handles, but we've just lost a quick 14 handles. Not sure. I'm not even looking for news anymore. I mean, this is just like beyond news. This market is just headline driven, fear driven. Like no one knows what the hell's going on, and I don't even know if we're going to find out what's going on Wednesday. But big old decline here in the SPOOs heading into the last 15 minutes of trading.
So let's start with pot here, Joel, because it's like at the top of my list in terms of gainers today. You got Canopy Growth up, what is it now, 11%. Kronos is up 12%. Afria, like you can go the ETF with MJ, they are all up big time today.
Yeah, and boy, when we were prepping for this, you're like, wow, pot. And then I took the look. CGC it had a great 3-day run, 4-day run back in October. Is exceeding that. Still in the lower quadrant of where it's traded after making that high in 2018. I just keep an eye on the levels today. Using today's high as a nice level. Going back, I might have to go take a look at the weeklies here to find something up. It seems like we've gotten up to 22 off earnings a couple times and faded. But this is one of the trades that, hey, you want to be in it when it's going up. But if if the election doesn't turn out like you think, this could be one that could be very, very hard to get out of on the downside. I mean, this 22 area, I'm just going to go see if I can get it on my data window, see what this high is right here. This is a weekly high, 22.19. Didn't quite get there today, 21.67. So I'll keep an eye on that $22 level for continued move. Let's just take a look at Tilray. Smaller price stock, but it could still move. And that's the one that hit $300 and boom. I don't know how low it got. That's having a good day. That's more in a resistance area. If you're looking for a target tomorrow, over $7 has been this stock's nemesis going back in the end of October. What else do we throw in there, Spencer?
ACB, throw that in there. APHA. I mean, those are the largest ones. I hate looking at this stuff because I every time pot rallies, I remember that I own I own 4 individual pot stocks, and I bought them all this year after years of like talking about it. And every time I look, I'm like afraid of heights, So I've made some good buys, and I'm trying to tell myself that these are investments, but it's hard to look gains in the eye and not flinch a little bit. So
yeah, well, they're not SPACs, so they're a little bit more rhyme or reason to them. But just MJ, the index is coming up at 1150. That was a stickler last Monday. So round trip down to 1050, back up to 1150 for the alternate harvest ETF. Another one we've talked about that Village Farms, that's back on the rise. What else do we like to throw in there?
well, let's see.
Kronos.
Like, I mean, some of the ones that I own, if you're interested, I own
Sure.
CURLF.
Oh, that's the one Raz likes.
There are a few that Raz likes.
That's nice. That's trying to break out over, make a clear breakout over 10.
Yep,
That's interesting.
I own Cresco, CRLBF. I own that guy.
What, do you only own stocks with 5 symbols or stuff?
Well, they're all over the counter, man. They're all OTC.
Yeah.
As soon as we get decriminalization on the federal level, they'll move to the exchanges. But for now, I mean, I don't think they can. I own TCNNF, which is True Leave. And then I own GTBI.
Man, I'm doing terrible on these. TCNFF.
TCNNF, 2 N's, 1 F.
Jesus.
I mean, they're all. These are all U.S. companies. These are all U.S.-based companies with huge runs this year. It's hard to look gains like that.
All right, one more time.
TCNNF. Nancy Foxtrot.
Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh, that's good. That's the best looking chart out of all of them. Yeah, that looks good.
Anyway, huge rally in pot today.
Let's get into hit. Let's get into hit here on the possible Biden victory.
What's getting hit? Well, I don't know. I was gonna say GAN. Let's go to GAN next because GAN.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought GAN would get hit today. You would assume on a lockup expiration that sometimes stocks go down. GAN is showing that sometimes
it's tricky though.
It's
tricky. You talk about, I guess no one wanted to sell after the stock went from 26 to 14. A lot of anticipation of selling on the lockup. And you know what? They said, nah, I'm not selling. I'm buying. And there you go. So nice move in GAN off the low, up 10%. That's one of his best days in a long time. Up $1.41 at 15.62. So finally turned the quarter after coming down that $14 level. If you're looking on the weeklies, that was a good level here. It was a good level here. Let's see. Got some congestion at 15. Couple highs I see in that area. So if you're looking through follow through on that one, let's just call it what? Oh, bunch of highs at 15. Come on. I wish I could get this data window to stay in one place. Where are those highs at? Those pesky highs. They're closer to 16. I see a high 1569, but if you're holding out, yeah, those highs are these highs I was referring to. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 highs between 1592 and 16 and a quarter. Cost 16 major resistance for GAN. Let's see, get some follow through tomorrow.
As far as what's going to hit today, I mean, really, it's kind of just big tech and like cable stocks.
Oh, really?
Down. Like Comcast is down. Charter Communications is down.
How come? Is there like regulation that they think is going to go into effect?
Oh, I mean, they all trade together.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any one catalyst for today.
Well, look at that Comcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Well,
sick puppy. Look at that chart. What the hell happened to Comcast? Someone pull the cord? I got Comcast. I love it. Good trick with them. Call them up every 3 or 4 months and complain about your bill. They'll knock a few shekels off it. But yeah, boy, oh boy, I did not look at these stocks. No one wants to own these dividend. Let's see if they can find support for Comcast. Looks like it has a little date here with 40. Big move for Comcast today.
all right, let's go to the chat, see what's on their radar here. What about, oh, I missed a
Is
few.
the chat mad at us for having Bill on this morning? Do you think?
No, I don't think they're not mad at us.
I just want to say
Yeah.
we should have had a disclaimer that the views of our guests do not represent the views of Benzinga, nor Joel Elconin, Spencer Israel, or well, Dennis is Canadian, so he can't have any American views.
Exactly.
But I just thought it was fun, and
It was
all
fun.
right, it was fun.
He definitely tiptoes up to the line of good taste and peers over it occasionally, but it was a fun time. And so
He makes me laugh. Okay. And there's two people in this business that can really make me laugh. Bill Santiago and Kenny Glick. And Jeremy's okay, but Jeremy Newsom. But I think he's a little too intimidated when he's on with Dennis and I. So he doesn't he laughs at my jokes, but he doesn't really deliver any punchlines. So I hope you're listening, Jeremy.
Oh my God. Okay. That's so
1.7 billion to sell, folks. 1.7 billion to sell. That's what we're looking at.
From the chat, let's go to Plug Power here. We have not looked at this one for a while. We were looking at this one every day back when it was on a huge tear a couple months ago. I don't see any individual news for Plug, but it is renewable energy. So it kind of fits with the narrative of like a stock that would theoretically rally in a Biden administration. I'm in 10. The solar ETF is up today, but Plug Power having a really good day, up 10%.
Had a nice, consolidation station. You had to move up to 19, a little too much, too fast. Came back down, love 14, hug 14, filled the gap from my birthday on October 5th, and then I even gave you a shot at 14 on Thursday. I like these are the kind of charts that I could like. I like this. Looks itchy. I mean, it's in an uptrend. And then you just got all these highs right here, 1531. You're kind of above it. So I'd say right there. What is that? 1542. High today is 1550. See another high at 4839.36. So another big leg up there. And if you're looking to see if this is a downturn or just another correction, I'll just do this real quickly. And I think I can do it without messing it up. 19. Oh, I didn't even need this. 19 to 14. Look at that 50% back up there at 1630. So, look at that high catches it too. So technical charts there for Plug Power, but definitely on the move north.
All right, can someone explain to me why Fisker FSR is trading the way it trades? Because if you look at the other the other electric vehicle stocks that have gone public via a SPAC this year, Hyliion and Ride, Lordstown Motors, those are all getting killed. But for some reason, FSR decides it's going to gap up 11% today.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been hesitant to talk about these stocks and the SPACs. This one did get under that magic $10 level, trading up on heavy volume today. I do see a potential area of trouble for this stock. Your current high is 1245, and you got a couple pesky highs right in that area, 1245, 1265. So it already backed off 1250. It backed off 1250 by $1.25. So I don't know. That little rally, that mini rally, found major resistance 1250. I'm not looking for any continued upside till you knock out that seller.
All right, Chris Barbieri in the YouTube chat, Viva Systems, VEEV. I know they had an investor day presentation. I think it was last week or the week before. I don't know if any news came out of that. Well, let's look at Viva.
Yeah, the news was not good. S&Ps, right? You go down 15, 20 handles, boom, you're right back up. You know what I'll do on this one? For Chris was looking at this. When I see something like this, I don't care if it's on a daily or a weekly or a monthly. This tells me this is what you got to look at right here. This is no doubt.
we got
You got all these lows in the same area. Let me move the line up there. 257, 258. Those are weekly lows. You can imagine how many daily lows there are. That looks like where this little descent is coming to. So maybe if you hit that, get a couple days of consolidation, and then maybe turn north, you'd want to keep an eye on whatever the low of this 2 week, which is now a 3 week down move, whatever that is, and then figure your retracement back up and see if it wants to go back over 300. Couple monthly highs, three weekly highs, 313.10 and 313.99, scooping up that 1.7 billion to sell. We are right back up, trying to knock on the door at 3,300, up 34.75, 32.99.50. But really, I can say it now. We really haven't moved that much, folks. We opened at 3302, and here we are at 3,300. I mean, the bull boys had it in control last night, but man, no one knows what to do today.
Okay, so it seems like all of like the big tech stocks that are down today are at least they're well off their lows, except for Twitter. I don't know if you want to call it big tech, but Twitter is eerily close to its low of the day compared to the other, the Amazons, the Apples, the Facebook, the Microsofts, et cetera, Facebooks. Twitter is just having a really rough go of it.
Yeah, I mean, you get people caught on that. That's a 2-day move. Everyone was got to own Twitter. Now you don't want to own Twitter. I've been looking at this for a short-term bounce. If we can get back into this lower 38 handle, that's where this move emanated from. And I mean, the lowest of those lows is right there. Let's pull this up. 3802. I mean, you're coming into a little buy zone, maybe 3802 to call it 38 to 3850. Well, it's actually tighter than that. 38 to 3823. Made that many lows in that area on the way up after a decline. You got to see if there's buying interest there. Once again, a little bit of consolidation. But I think this is just like some people woke up and went, Twitter was at 52 on Thursday and it's get me out. One of those get me out orders. I call them GMEFO orders, and I won't tell you what the F stands for. Here.
I think we could figure it out. Here's one. What about CRSR, Corsair Gaming?
Oh, CRSR. How are the gaming stocks doing here? A newer issue.
Well, this is in the same vein as here, right? Turtle Beach. This is like in the same vein.
Better hold 22. That's all I have to say.
That company.
22. Gapped up. I don't know why. Went up and made that high at 26 and change. Is coming back down. 22 was the scene of the crime. That's where you're before. So coming into it, you're still 88 cents away. But that's what I'd be looking at. 21.91 if you want to be exact. Little gap to fill here between 21.27 and 21.91. Maybe you fill that gap and then consolidate, go like this for a few days, and then maybe turn up again. That's what I'm looking at in Corsair Gaming.
Do you think people are looking at AMC, who is due to report earnings tonight, and think they're thinking that maybe they're going to announce that they're filing for bankruptcy because it's down 9% today?
Oh man, that poor stock.
They report earnings tonight.
Oh man. What can I say? And I think I've said this before. When you're at $3, the most you can lose is $3. Here, the most you can lose is $2.15. No, that's sad. That's sad. Yeah. I definitely am.
Yeah, I mean the one by me just closed up. I found out, and so
on 12 Mile.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
it's a bummer. All right, Joel. 3:59. We are about done with today's session. We're gonna.
Should we take tomorrow and Wednesday off? Just let the markets do stuff.
No. This should be the day that you're excited. It's like the newsiest news day of all news days. I mean, this is it. This is
all right. Well, here we are. We opened this morning at 33.02, folks. Nothing happened. Looks like we're going to close. Well, right now we're closing the cash session right here, 33, trading right around 3,300. Keep an eye on that high and low overnight, 23.50 on the upside. And then I went maybe yesterday's low of or the overnight low was 43 and a quarter. I think you found buyers ahead of that. 32.72 was the intraday low, the low between 9:30 and 4:50.
All right, that'll be a wrap for us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please remember that all the information from all of our broadcasts are meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a good rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow.